hate to be the bearer of bad news, but baby, you're not healing yet. And we're going to talk about it in a minute. But first, I want to actually break down some signs that will tell you if you are on your healing journey or not. Sign number 1, you're stuck on repeat. If you get a feeling like you're in a bad rerun, dealing with the same shit over and over again, that's a sign. Healing involves growth and change. You got to progress past the problem. So if nothing's changing, you might be stuck. Number 2, your emotions are running wild. Now listen, I'm an emotional girly, okay? I'm super sensitive, hypersensitive. And it's normal to have emotions, but baby, if they are completely out of control and all over the place, and on the flip side, if you start to feel numb to everything, that could be a good sign that your healing ain't happening. Transparency moment, because this one was a big one for me. Number 3, you can't say no. If you are always saying yes, even when you're stretched thin or you're not in a happy space, then you're not respecting your own boundaries. Healing involves taking care of you first. The 4th sign that you are probably not on your healing journey is that you're always feeling drained. Energy vampires is a real thing. You ever have a conversation with somebody and you feel like you just got through running a marathon? That is a huge sign that you are not protecting your energy. And protecting your energy, baby, is a big part of healing. This last sign is huge because for whatever reason, we always seem to feel guilty about doing this. Neglecting self-care. If me time feels like a foreign concept to you, then more than likely you're neglecting self-care. Healing requires you to show up for yourself. So show up for yourself. You thought you were healing, but the truth is you were stuck in a cycle of figuring this shit out. Let's talk about why. Holding on to the past. Listen, some of y'all be holding on to the past like it owe you money. Let it go. I know that it's hard, but in order to really start to heal, you have to focus on the now. Holding on to grudges, toxic. Constantly replaying past mistakes and holding that over people's head, toxic. Living in what if scenarios instead of embracing what is, toxic. There's absolutely nothing you can do about something that has already happened. So if you are really dedicated to this healing journey, then you have to let go of what happened before and focus on what's happening right now. Emotions. Some of us ignore our emotions the same way we do that check engine light, okay? Your emotions are your navigational system. They're always trying to tell you something important, so pay attention. We tend to sweep our feelings under the rug because we feel like if we don't acknowledge them, nobody else has to acknowledge them, then they're no longer a problem. We also are really big at putting on a brave face like everything is cool when deep down inside we know that it's not. And then what happens? We blow up at nothing. And let's not even talk about distractions. Work, TV, social media, our friends' business. We would rather acknowledge anything else in the world than our emotions. Being an emotional person or not being an emotional person, no one really wants to deal with emotions, and it can get a little bit tricky, right? But the truth is you have to face those feelings in order to start your healing journey. Avoiding professional help, or any help for that matter. There's nothing wrong in asking for help. Most of the time we feel like if we ask for help, we're going to be judged. We're worried about what people are going to think or say about us. The rest of the time, we think we're superheroes and we can handle shit on our own. We ignore the signs that we're struggling and refuse to admit that we could use some help. Not setting boundaries. Listen, setting boundaries is letting somebody know what's cool and what's not cool when it comes to dealing with you. We let people overstep. We don't stand up for ourselves because we're afraid to rock the boat or make people feel uncomfortable. We say yes when we really mean no, just to keep the peace. If something doesn't feel right, we don't really speak up because we try to avoid conflict. Setting boundaries is about respecting yourself. If our boundaries are blurred, then our energy is drained and our journey is blocked. Healing is not a sprint, baby. It's a marathon. It's okay to take your time and recognize that this is your journey and your journey alone. Always remember, healing takes grace and the outcome is favor.